that's a problem. I'm gonna lower it a little bit more, actually, as long as I'm here. As you can see, I have played some of this game. But we're starting fresh, because I want to go exploring again. There's definitely stuff that I don't remember. Not a whole lot that I don't remember, but some stuff that I don't remember. And it'll be good to kind of go through the entire game and take a look at things and talk about the lore and kind of just experience all again. Like, I'm in love with this game. This game is so good. The atmosphere of the game is so good. Everything about this game is great. Music can be a little bit lower. Not too much lower, but a little bit lower. Alright, Gomez. Let's go on an adventure. God, look at this guy. Look at his room. What a great room for this guy. Alright, Gomez. It's Gomez time. I never did figure out the old guy's name. Also, it's great that they have like a pneumatic tube messaging system purely for the purpose of sending a message to Gomez. That's literally the only reason for this. Left control. I could do that. Dear Gomez, please meet me at top of village. I have something very important to tell you. Today is special day. Oh, Geezer, that's his name. It's kind of ridiculous, to be honest. Alright, well, let's go do the thing, shall we? I didn't actually know these keys existed. That's pretty cool. Alright, and I have left shift to talk to people. What's your favorite shape? Mine is square. Not cube, that's for sure. Because there is no such thing. These guys. Gomez! Gomez! Hi, Gomez! To be honest, same. I feel that way all the time. I could run around all day. In fact, I will. You get on with your bad self. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. I am unable to talk to the bird. The bird instead will run away. I guess I can go into doors now? What's in here? Is this Geezer's house? Aw, can't go into the fireplace. Alright, well, no big deal. 3D conspiracy theorist. He's a 3D denier, alright? He's like a 3D truther. The 3D is just a government conspiracy. There is no 3D. I love Village. I lived here my whole life. You sure did. Reality is perception. Perception is subjective. I like how the old people are kind of a lot more on point in this game than anybody else. Like, they've lived a bit, they've had some experiences, they kind of know what's up. Hey, look. It's a picture of an owl. What do you think of that? Oh, this must be Geezer's house, because it has a picture of him with the eye patch. Gomez did 3D, yup. Alright, there's not a whole lot of reason to go into all of these places right now. Oh no, there totally is. You are looking nice and flat today, thanks. One of these is the classroom, and the teacher's in there. The pink sky poster in Gomez's room, yeah! Gomez is a Zelda 2 fan. There are no such things as devil squares, only regular squares. Huh, thanks, running in place teacher. Alright. Things are actually looking... I'm gonna change some settings. Let me see if making this full screen makes that easier. That looks like it's still looking okay, and has reduced the choppiness a little bit. It still feels a little slow? that ruined chat. Well, I guess we can't be full screen. Maybe borderless window is better? Doesn't really change much. Alright. Oh, dude, can I talk to the cat? Maybe with less dying. Kitty! Kitty? Kitty? No. Kitty's busy. Kitty has better things to do right now. It does! It feels sluggish, right? Okay. Alright, so that's not just me. I'm not really sure what to do about it, though. Maybe I can do this? Wait, that didn't actually apply those settings, did it? Maybe that's better. Alright, we'll see if that causes any disasters. Ha! There are you! I can't believe I never noticed the grammar on that sentence. Today is special day! Adventure is ready! It's Gomez time! Anytime now. Just you are. There you go. Alright. Well, this is going to be a big moment for me. You see, I've never seen a hexahedron before. Only normal squares, not devil squares. 6 beautiful sides. Well, here we are. So, I don't remember this language at all. For those of you who are playing along from home, if you recognize it, feel free to do some translations. Otherwise, we're gonna see this again. And at that point, I will have taken a little bit more time to try and remember the language. So, we'll deal with this then. But, basically, this is our hexahedron. He's a good friend. He's here to take us on an adventure. He's hoping that everything will come out okay. He thinks my head's a little weird, but, you know, probably it's not a big deal. I'm sure it'll be fine. Definitely not going to cause any problems. Here we go. Hey, look, we have done the thing. Well, that went perfectly fine. I don't see any problems here. I hope you enjoy your newfound powers. Thank you for flying Hexahedron Airlines. Here is a souvenir of your trip through time and space. Also, damn, we fancy now. God, look at that grin. Gomez is so happy all of the time. Oh, Gomez. Well, that went well. Definitely no problems occurred during this particular adventure. I'm sure everything is completely okay. Yeah, completely okay. Definitely nothing wrong here. We've only rebooted the BIOS. I'm sure that's not a problem. Alright, so, well, that was basically an unmitigated disaster. So let's take it from the top. We'll try this one more time. Once more, with feeling. Except this time, I already have a Fez. Which means I could do all kinds of things. I find it really interesting that This wall is totally covered. Like, this is just the perspective. If you're looking in 2D, there is no 3D. Except, there's like a couple of notes over here on the wall. There's like a little picture of a tetromino over here. And like, the wallpaper is just totally peeling and nobody cares because nobody even sees it on this side. Yeah, I didn't leave it up long enough to actually translate. I'm sorry about that. Can I, like, sit? Can I play? Nope. Alright, I guess that only comes later. Alright then. Moving into the village. What's up? How you doing? How is everybody? Look at how 3D we are now. You can get to all kinds of places. I'm really excited. I mean, Mr. Gecko is right. It definitely starts off with hi. But, that may be as far as we've gotten. Gomez! Something went wrong! Whoa! I need your help. I was sent to guide you. I am Dot. You sure are. The hexahedron has been fragmented. Shattered and scattered all over the world. You must restore it. Without it, everything will collapse. You have received a gift. A great secret has been revealed to you. There is a world beyond your village, and dimensions beyond the ones you occupy. Oh look, a cube door. This door leads to the outside world, but for now is sealed shut. The marking on it indicates that it won't open until you have collected at least one cube. There are many such doors in the world. Oh yeah, Dot's a tesseract. It's awesome. Each requiring more cubes than the last. To reach the end of this journey, you will need to find all 32 cubes. But first, you must leave this place. All 32 cubes. Definitely no more than 32 cubes. There are 8 cube bits in this village, like this one right here. Together, they'll form a full cube, which you can use to unseal the door. Find them! Thanks, Tutorial Fairy! So, quick recap. Shiny golden cubes, very important. Gotta find them all! Or else the universe collapses with you in it! No pressure. And remember, use DNA to change your perspective. Alright, well let's start with collecting some cubes. And rotating things a little bit. I saw a devil square! Oh, good job. What about you, Lucy? No, Lucy! Where did you go? Did you bring me back something? I don't actually know what her name is. Oh my god. They're running in 2D. They're only running left and right. When I swap perspectives, you can see them like, they look like they're running in place, but they're just running back and forth on this plane. So in this, when you're looking at it from this direction, they look like they're just running. Oh my god, that's so good. This game is so good. Everything about this game is so good. And now you've seen the backside of the village. Alright, let's talk to, not Geezer, but some other old dude. Nice hat. Thanks, buddy. I'm pretty happy with it. So what have we got in here? So, we entered this room before. You can see there are pictures of the dude with glasses. Pictures of the old dude. Pictures of the little kids. Oh, maybe this is like a whole family thing? And then a dude with a monocle. I don't remember the dude with the monocle, but, and then these are some people. This is a chest. I mean, as long as we're here, we might as well open it. To open it, face it from the front and press L control. Which side is the front? I guess it's this side. So what do we get? Is it a key or a map? It's a key! You got the key. Keys can open any locked door, but can only be used once. Well, that's good advice. So, can I actually walk? No, I have to do it this way. But now that I'm in the right position... No, okay. I still have to walk through it the normal way. So anyway, this painting looks suspicious. Does it not? It's a bunch of people with fezzes. And where you find fezzes, I think you will find that something must be done. So there's 8 people, and looking at where the fezzes are, I believe, indicates the rotation you have to take. So there's right, right, left, right, left, 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 right. So if we go right, right, left, 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 right. Discovery! Come on, Dot, tell me what it is. You have found your first anti-cube. For every cube, there is an anti-cube. A negative for every positive. Anti-cubes are much harder to find than regular cubes. Thanks, Tutorial Fairy! So what's on this wall? So what's interesting is, if you look at... I'll find whatever I want to find. You don't tell me what to do. If you look at this from a normal person's perspective, right? All you see is the family portraits. Great. And presumably a picture of the village. Like, this is a very completely normal thing. In order to look at this wall, you actually have to be able to see in 3D. And it shows things that are really very relevant only to people who can see things in 3D. So you have the picture of the owl statue from the cemetery. And you have these pictures of big-headed people. I need to think of a name for them. But, you know, people with bigger heads, with, like, the painted-on third eye in the middle of their head. Like, these are... I'm still not too sure of the timeline. I think they're precursors to the people in the village. But I'm not sure. Oh, and these are also big-headed people. Interesting. Yeah, this guy's got some history. Anyway, now I have a key. You're back! You were gone a long time. I don't think I was gone that long, actually. That was a cube! But that's non-possible! Thanks, Milhouse. Not Milhouse, who's the other guy? Ralph? That's a very Ralph thing to say. And this is Geezer's house, right? We're gonna find Geezer in here? Here he is. It's been so long time. It's your turn now. I'm tired. Plus, there's the eye thing. That would make things a little bit harder. Ah, Geezer has a Fez too. So what do we see in Geezer's house? I mean, you can see that it's actually pretty well decorated from all perspectives. So Geezer's a person who really doesn't care too much what other people think about him. And he is, I guess, somewhat well known in the village for having had his own adventures. And he's got pictures of places where you can find owls. Owls are very important. We're gonna talk about owls, let me tell you. So I guess let's use this key and we can get into the boiler room here. Oh yes, definitely want to do that because it comes with a map. So, you have found a treasure map! A map of what? To where? I don't know! Figure it out yourself! Thanks, Tutorial Fairy. You've done some good work here. So you can see there's a lot of stuff on the walls here. This is an interesting place. This is the scattered ravings of conspiracy theorists and nutbags. However, as is to be expected from a game like this, they're on to something. And I'm going to go in more detail on this when I come back, because I'm going to come back. Once I have discovered a few things and seen a little bit more about the world around and have better context for the stuff that's in here. Oh my god, I know, there's so much information in here. But yeah, we're going to come back to that. This is a good room to go into. Let's go into this room. This is an awful room to go into. There's nothing here. Screw this room. Let's find some convenient vines to climb. This is the classroom, yes? So how do you feel? Can it be? A new direction? Whoa! At least she's open-minded about it. The one thing that I find really interesting about this classroom is you have to be able to rotate in order to get all the information out of the classroom. But it's like, you know, all this stuff was already posted on the walls that nobody can see. It's interesting. Interesting to say the least. However, we are seeing some evolution here. So you can see kind of how things evolved, and you know, we have ourselves, the Flatterheads, who are the pinnacle of evolution, really. Kind of everything has led to this point. But, you know, we have our precursors with bigger heads, and their precursors, you know, Cro-Magnon cube people, with long, skinny heads. Very interesting. I wonder if we'll see them in our travels. So what else have we got up here? This is another room. Let's go into the other room. Alright. So, actually obtainable without rotating at all. In a variety of different ways. But if you rotate, it becomes a lot easier. Not much else here, though. Oh, and I gotta talk to the dude with the monocle. Monocle dude. It was really pretty! But don't do it again! Alright, no worries. Oh, that's not gonna work out well. Well, now that it's closer, maybe I can jump on it. What have we got here? Reveal to me your secrets. Oh, it's another key. Good. I'm gonna need that. Alright, other places to go? Another place to go. So what have we got in here? Bam! A cube! What a good place for a cube. In the middle of an otherwise completely abandoned room. Cube bit, I guess. More qubits! How many is that? 5. Man, still a bunch to pick up. Alright. Where are they? I can see shinies. Like qubit radar. Aha! Oh, and a door. Well then, I know what to do about that. It's another cube. Ah, so look at this dude. He's got a bigger head, he's got the painted on third eye, and he's got a crown. So these are some other dudes. A dude with a fez, a dude with a bandana. Some more random dudes, dudes with fezzes. Another random dude. Whose house is this? That they have pictures of so many square heads. So this cube bit looks like it's going to be a thing I want. We did it. Ladies and gentlemen, we have formed a cube. Alright, Dot, come tell me. You did it! Thanks, Dot. Now you can unseal the door. Let's go! Alright. Let's go. I think I'm going to take the vines down rather than falling to my doom. And behold! The door is opened! The door is unsealed! Are you ready to begin your adventure? Hey! Listen! That's not a throwback. I know this is your first time outside the village, so if you get lost, you can use the world map. Press escape to bring up the world map. Escape. It's the world map! So the world map is in 3D, which can be a bit of a hassle to navigate. Largely, you can see that stuff appears in the direction that you would expect it to appear off of the room that it's in. So, but there's also, like, some stuff goes up, some stuff goes down, but, like, since all 6 of these things are kind of off of the same face of this major cube, they're probably all in the same, like, doors that are pointing in the same direction. Doors that are, on the same side of the room that this is in. So that's a little bit of navigation. You can also see that the room that I'm currently in has some cube bits, and has a secret of some kind. I don't know what, but something is a secret in here. And as you can see, judicious use of rotation can make your life significantly easier. Pew. Pew. And we have played a full major scale and obtained another cube. Lucky. Uh-oh, it's a 2-cube door. Well, fortunately for us, 2 cubes is what I have. So is there still a secret in here? Nope, we've done all the things. I guess the secret was the door. Whoa! Check this place out. It feels pretty important, eh? Let's have a look around, shall we? Oh, no way! It's another door! Like she's surprised. I told you there would be a lot of doors. This one requires 4 cubes. This one 8, and this one 16. This place, it's like some kind of important door place. Oh, I don't know. That's why you're here. Now go find them cubes. So, my theory actually is that all of this, the hexahedron shattering, is all intended. Because the world is designed to react to bits of the hexahedron. And it's designed to lead you on this kind of adventure. You know, you can explore however much you want and find whatever you want. And, you know, go through only what it tells you, or explore further and learn more. But, like, it's all intended. This isn't an accident. You know, this, like, the whole, it even starts with, you know, it's time for you to go on an adventure. Like, this is a planned experience. I think the Fez passes down, maybe in the family line, maybe not. Hey, Shadowed Mage, how's it going? But this is like a coming-of-age experience for people in this family, for people in this village. We're gonna die. So real quick, I'm going to check the achievements for Fez, which I have already achieved, because one of them is pretty important. So looking at the achievement list, the description for one of the achievements is right trigger, left trigger, right trigger, left trigger, left trigger, left trigger. So, that is a useful piece of information, wouldn't you say? And this means I can go into the 4th cube! 4-cube door. Now you can open that door we saw earlier. You know, the one just outside of your village. The one we are currently looking at. This door. Hey, Cryptomancer, how's it going? So let's go exploring, shall we? Let's see what we have here. So if memory serves, this is the gateway to ancient times. Yeah. Check it out. So we have statues in the shape of an old race of people, the long, skinny people. And rooms in which it is impossible to switch perspective. Which says something, right? Like, the question is like, is some power preventing you from switching perspective? Or is this room literally 2-dimensional, and there is no 3rd dimension to look at, because of the time it was created in? Also, you have cave art here, which is pretty cool. So you see pictures of them taking down what is presumably a pixel mammoth, and roasting it for food, which is cool. And then over here, we can learn a few more things about this place. Ah. So the old people, like any sensible people, worshipped owls. Because owls are the only animal that can see in 3D. You see, they have the ability to rotate their heads in almost any direction, which is something no other animal can do. So here we have I don't know if these are like supposed to be beds or if this is supposed to be a crypt. I have no idea what a mammoth is. Unless that's something. I don't know. I don't know what that is. But snails are pretty cool. Check out this snail. Look at him go. So here we have a cauldron, which is presumably where they cook the mammoth. Oh man, it's too bad we can't bring Momo into here. He would love learning all about mammoths. Gomez, watch out! Black holes! Black holes are bad! Without the hexahedron, the world is growing unstable. Space can only be folded so many times before it rips. Time pressure! Can't rotate here. Nothing but black holes. Here, though, here it's safe. Wah! Unless I do something like that. That's not particularly safe. But let's go get this cube, shall we? Cubit. 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 Aw, really? Alright, I guess we'll go down the normal way. But that's about it. There's not really too much more we can do here. So we've learned a little bit about ancient civilization, how much they enjoyed the presence of mammoth in their world, and how they revered owls. We've also learned a few things about black holes, namely, bad. Black holes are bad. Oh, and one more thing. If you press tab, you'll bring up the inventory. The inventory keeps track of the things you find. Okay, now I'm done, I swear. Thanks, Tutorial Fairy. So check it out, an inventory, including a treasure map, room for artifacts, anti-cubes. If we hadn't found any anti-cubes, this wall would just be blank, which is pretty cool. But once you find anti-cubes, it gives you a place to store them. And cube shards. So, oh, there's a 4D door, which we can't go through yet because we haven't found the other side of it. But once we find the other side of it, it'll take us back to here. So we can kind of warp around a bit, assuming that you remember where all those doors are and where all those doors lead to. Information which I do not, in fact, possess. So the likelihood that I use them is pretty small. Alright. Look at this place. Look at all there is to experience over here. So in terms of direction... Oh man, check out this frog. These frogs are awesome. Look at him go. Hopping around. Ribbiting. Fantastic. What great little frogs. There's a couple of different places to head to. Kind of a lot of different places to head to, actually. I think my goal is to pick up the artifacts sooner rather than later. So if anybody remembers specifically which direction the artifacts lie in, the writing cube and the number cube, I'm going to head in those directions. Otherwise, I'm kind of just exploring and going places. Let's head to the warp thing. What do you have to say, Dot? Behold! A warp gate! But this one isn't working right now. You'll have to find the other gates first. Then they will connect to one another. It's pretty convenient. Something else about the dimensionality of black holes, like being a singularity. I don't know. Typically you see black holes in spaces where time and space has been stretched, where attempts to do something have backfired. So there's a specific example we'll see later where people have built a stargate that'll transport you to another place. And then another spot where you see the remnants of a stargate that shattered, and it shattered into a bunch of black holes. So I think the story that Dot's telling you, space can only fold so many times, I think that's a true story. And I think that is how black holes appear. But also, it looks like it's related to some of the different travel options, like the 4D stuff instead of the 3D stuff, that takes you from place to place in kind of a warping way. You know, that's how you get black holes, is you try and fold space one times too many. So this door looks like it would lead to the lighthouse. Do I want to go to the lighthouse? I don't know where I want to go. This door takes me... Is that the bell tower? I think it is the bell tower. I'm not going to go to the bell tower yet. Where else can I go? Map. Lots of places. Okay. And then I think there's a way to travel... Yeah, I mean, the physics in the Fez universe are kind of their own entity. And then is there a door up here? There is. Alright, let's go to this. Let's go through this door. This sounds like a good time. Wait, can I read this? Let's see if I can remember any of these things. So... I can't really. I think this is, like, just on context, I think this is Warp Room. But I definitely don't remember what any of these symbols mean. Alright, let's go through this door. This seems like a good door to go through. So what have we found here? We found a bunch of wildlife. Another 4D door. Yeah, warp room? Okay, that's kind of what I figured. Oh god, this music is so good. This game is so good. Everything about this game is so good. But I don't know where the other side of that door is, so we're not going through it. We're going through this door instead. Let's take a look at the map real quick. So there's not anything that we missed in there. It's just travel through from one place to another. Oh look, it's an owl! Let's go say hi to the owl. Hey buddy, how you doing up there? That's not gonna work. Nope, that's not gonna work either. Am I supposed to get up there? Does this work? Ah, this works. Whee! What's up, buddy? How you doing? A point of origin. After and beyond. Owls are really cryptic. You don't get a lot of good information out of them. Oh look, we appear to have died again. Fortunately, death is meaningless. Judicious rotation. Rotation will take you all kinds of useful places. So what's in here? Oh, this is up to the observatory, isn't it? Okay, I'm okay with that. I think either the writing cube is in this area, or the pillar that tells you about tetromino pieces. Love this game. This game is so good. I wonder what this is. Thanks, Dot. Way to be useful. Trapped in a Fez factory. Please send help. So this is a door. We can go through this door. It'll take us to the observatory area. I guess I should wait to do this thing until I have the map for it, so I'm not going to do it right now. I'll come back to it. There's a reason to come back to this area anyway. I don't have the ability to solve one of the puzzles here, so I'll come back to it afterwards anyway. So rotations. And look how convenient it is. Nowhere to go, but from here, all kinds of places. Whoop, that didn't work. Bad. Alright, let's get on the wall. That way, we can just be on the wall. And we up there. So there's a door here. There's some convenient ivy. Not that convenient, though. Can I get up here? How do I... Let's see. How convenient is this ivy? Oh, this ivy is perfectly convenient, actually. I can get us up here. There we go. It's all about rotation. You gotta find the right perspective to get to the places you want to get to. Bam. So one thing that I think interesting is this place is designed like a throne. Oh, there's a door up here. I kind of forgot about that. Yeah, there's a door. We'll go through the door. So this is going to take us to... the abandoned city. That's actually really important information. The fact that this edifice here is designed like a throne is really interesting. Like, it says something about the people who put it together, given that the intent was to lead to the city. Alright. So here we have a puzzle of some kind. What does it mean? I can't remember. I still don't know how you are supposed to arrive at a correct answer for this particular puzzle. As near as I can tell, you have, let's see, control? Yep. 6 cubes. And the goal is to arrange them in a particular arrangement. And as near as I can tell, the arrangement just has to be all of the cubes touching, but not in any of the arrangements that are, ooh, that's not what I wanted at all. Not one of the arrangements that are on the wall here. I'll push you over. Push you over more. That's not gonna work. I want this here. Alright, still need to pick up... Hello. Oh no, I'm trapped. Cube mechanics, guys. Cubes are a real problem sometimes. Pick it up! Just pick it up, Gomez! Alright, don't pick it up. That's fine. I didn't want you to pick it up anyway. What a disaster. Unfold a hexahedron. Okay, that's believable. Alright, well, this needs to come over here anyway. Now I gotta pick this one up, because this one is overlapping this cube over here. Let's put this down here. Okay, so it is. That's what it seemed like to me, is just any arrangement where they're all touching and it doesn't match one of the layouts up there. Yeah? Not quite. How am I gonna do this? This is such a weird setup. There we go, that's what I wanted, except now... There we go. Cool. It's weird. This is a weird puzzle. I think I just crashed the game. Like, actually crashed the game. Oops. Mistakes were made. Try coming back, please. A little less actual crashing? Mistakes were definitely made. This is the first time I've seen an actual crash of this game. Like, when I first played it, I didn't have any problems with stuff like that. So what have we got here? We have a solved room is what we have here. Right? Yeah, great. So, really? So you're going to be consistent about this? That's what you're telling me. Hey, Mario-chan, how's it going, man? Failed to start game, app already running. I disagree. Please don't crash. That would be really irritating. Yep. Crashing 100% of the time going through that door. Alright, let's play around with video settings and see if that fixes it. Well, that's a poor experience. The code for the room of doors. I don't think there's a code for that room. Or if there is, it's one I don't know about. Let's see if that fixes things. Fez crashed a lot for you? Hmm. Alright, well, if I have to restart the computer, that's... There we go. Fixed it. Whew. That's a load off. Oh, it's not a code for that room, Mr. Gecko. It's from the achievement list. If you look at the list of achievements, the description for one of the achievements is a code to get an anti-cube. This game is very meta that way. It's all about the experience. Cube! Look at how happy he is. Oh my god. You gotta get someone who looks at you the way Gomez looks at cubes. Anything else to find here? Dot has no idea. So, you'll notice this has like a little floating bit in it, which is pretty cool. I believe that's supposed to indicate that you are intended to use a power I do not currently possess. So, we can't really do much else, but we can go through this door. Yep, here we are. The abandoned city. So we're going to see this place again later, with people in it. But for now, we're seeing it in our current time, which is what it looks like after everybody is left. After, presumably, this race of people has died out, or gone somewhere else. But after they're done with this place. This looks like it'll take me to the observatory, which is cool, but I want to keep exploring this area first. So let's take a look at what might be around in here. Here we have a closed door. I do like closed doors. Ah, yes. Dot has no idea. But it's a QR code. So let's see what the QR code says, shall we? The QR code says, behold. Right, right, left, right, left, 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 right. What? Right, right, left, right, left, 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 right. Really? Is that the same as the achievement? Right, right, left, right, right, left, left, left. No, that's different. But why is it not working? Was I misreading it? Right, right, left, 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 right. Weird! But it's already... Huh, it's already done. Did I use that code somewhere else? That's so weird. I don't know where I could have... Where else I could have used that code. Oh, maybe that was the code I used, for the picture. But it's... another part? I don't think that's the case. I know that's the case for the thrones. And then whichever throne room you use that code in, both of them go gold. But I don't think that's the case for this. I'm wondering if that's the code that I used for the picture with the fezzes, so that you could get it either way. You can get it from the QR code, or you can get it from that room. This looks like it's going to go off into a separate direction, so I'm not going to go in there yet. But here... the throne. So you can kind of see it if you're careful. But the throne is blocking the view. There's a bunch of Tetris pieces on the wall there. And this is the two-parter. There's another throne room that gives you a similar array of characters to look at. Cube! So is this a lore room? Where does this take me? Somewhere I haven't been yet. No. This room exists for the 4D door. And here is that broken Stargate. What do you have to say, Dot? Whoa! What happened here? Something real happened here. Oh, can't actually jump those. But I could do this. So this is what I'm talking about, and we're going to see something like this later on. This is a Stargate. This is a place where people are using the power of the third dimension to do things that you're kind of not supposed to. As a way of getting places real fast. Alright, well that's it for this floor. Let's go up a floor and see what else we can find. Yeah, it's a really freaky room if you don't know what's going on. Aha! So here we see something of the hierarchy in the world of these people, the world as it existed. You've got flatheads, you've got flatheads with bandanas, you've got dudes with hats, and then you have the king. I think these are dudes with fezzes, actually, now that I think about it. So a lot of their hierarchy, a lot of their society, the way their society is striated, is based on knowledge, is based on the ability to see into the third dimension, and get knowledge that way. We're going to see later on how this group of people, how this society was able to look into the third dimension at all. And it kind of tells a lot of the story of how their society was built and what their society values, which I think is really cool. Archaeology, man. Where's Senna? He would love this stream. So this is what I was talking about. So you see they're in the process of building a Stargate. Once they have the frame built, they fill it in. And you have this filled-in Stargate filled in with the power of Fez wearers, with the power of 3D. But of course, things went awry, and it broke loose, and created black holes. Because that kind of power couldn't be contained. So what else have we got around here? I've already been in there. I don't think there's any owls in this area. Doesn't look like it. Alright, yeah, let's go up a floor. Oh, that's where I need to be. That was not it. Need to be over here. Hello. Please. This is where the vines are. Behold! A warp gate! Pick a destination and press up to warp. So each side goes to a particular location, and they'll only be unlocked if I've unlocked the, that particular location in another place. So you can see that most of them are empty. But this side is filled in because this is the side I've already found. The one other warp room that I've already discovered. And treasure chest looks like it's pretty important, so let's go get you. It's a map! Which map is this? Oh, I gotta change those settings. The thing is really messing me up. Which button? Found you. Alright, setting these back off. Because that actually really affected the flow of the game. Oh god, that's so much better. So let's look at that map now, shall we? So on this side, you can see that there are no platforms. But on this side, and on this side alone, the platform exists. There is a working warp gate because we go back in time to when they first built it. The place where the working warp gate is basically a city that looks exactly like this one. And my theory is that those doors, the warp doors in that one central place, actually take you to other areas in time as well as space. And you're seeing what this city looked like when people were still living in it, when that society was still thriving. Anyway, we've pretty much exhausted everything in here. There are still doors that I haven't been in, which is why the room is white. So let's start going through some of those other doors. I think there is the observatory area, which is the next space I want to head towards. So let's do that. Observatory area you can see in the background right here. So that means that the door to it is somewhere on this face. If I remember correctly, it's right here. I think you're right, Mr. Gecko. I think that's actually it. They used it too many times, and then it broke free of the confines that they used to build it. So what do you have to say, Dot? A time switch! Time switches can be wound up. Grab the handle with L control and rotate with DNA until it's wound up. Then let go of it. But hurry up before it winds back down. Yeah, okay. No, I know. I know. Please. So grab hold of it and rotate. So you can see, rotating is a lot easier than actually climbing across vines. I know it's a time switch, Dot. Please, don't do this to me. Dot, why? And then over here... Where does this go? That looks like it goes to that other area, which isn't exactly where I want to be right now. So let's keep exploring here. Look! A cube! Ta-da! Keep hitting buttons I don't need to be hitting. So this is a small warp gate. It'll take me back to the nearest big warp gate. But, I'm not done here. We're not done here. Ah! This one I have been to the other side of. Where does it take me? Oh, it crashes the game. How convenient. Alright. So something about these video settings appears to be causing more problems than they're worth. We'll turn on hardware instancing and leave vsync off and see if that is tolerable. Oh no, and now there's black holes. How irritating. Alright. Settings. Let's see if this is okay still. No, vsync is what's causing the choppiness, I think. So let's try this and see if that's tolerable. That's tolerable. Yes, a time switch. Well, at least we can get past you relatively easily. This seems like a good perspective. Yeah. Alright. So now... you know what? Let me go through this other door first. Oh good, that didn't crash the game. Alright, now let's go through this door and see if it crashes the game. Experimentation! Oh, this is the backside of the throne. Okay. So we've warped from... not tab. We warped from here down to here. Okay. Ah, which is actually useful, because then we can get closer to here. Now that I have the, well, I'm gonna come back to there anyway, because I need to be able to see in first person first. So let's not worry about it yet. So here we also have some writing. Fun fact, this is actually the block of text that I used in order to figure out how the writing worked. It's a straight cryptographic substitution cipher. And this is the first block, not the first block I saw, but the first time I saw a block and decided, heck with it, I'm going to stop waiting for the game to give me something easy, and I'm just going to do it on this. And then did it with, like, some obvious substitutions. I kind of figured out that the first three letters were the. It turns out they are. And then figured it out from there. This one was a little complex. But it was, as good a place as any to learn the language. And it was an interesting message, because it's not, like, entirely perfect English. So I kind of went over it a few times even after I had figured it out, being like, is this right? Was this correct? Did I miss a letter? It was interesting. Alright, let's check out the observatory, shall we? Thank you for the host, Shadowed. Yeah, I brute forced it instead of using the animals. Was definitely an experience, and like, I don't know what I'm doing, but I hope this is right. What do you have to say for yourself, Dot? Oh my, that's a big telescope. Thanks. Push L control on either handle to spin the telescope one way or the other. You can look into the telescope by pressing L control near the eyepiece. Accurate. Oh, I got here just out of time. All of the constellations are going to fade before I have a chance to write them all down. Yeah, oh no, I totally did. I went back into that room, I was like, oh, this is how you're meant to solve the puzzle. How you're meant to figure it out. So the other interesting thing this room contains... Yep, now we're flirting with Dot. We are flirting with a... a personification of the fourth dimension. So, anything to do here? Not really. There's a lot of information available about... Not a lot of information, but some information on the walls here that show some interesting things about what you can see through the telescope. And maybe provide you with a bit of direction on what you're supposed to do with the values from the telescope. Since we haven't talked about tetrominos at all yet, I'm gonna come back after we've done that. In the meantime, I think let's warp out of here. Go somewhere else. Let's go, Gomez! Yeah, Dot's a Tesseract. Dot is 4D. That's Dot. She's a 4D cube. And then there's one other place that we could go from here. It was... Oh, it was up here, wasn't it? That's it. That's where we're gonna go. Dude, look at the turtle! A breakdancing turtle! This guy's such a baller! Check him out! God, the animals in this game are so good. All of the animals. Look at this little dude. What a great little dude. In the Meantime by Space Hog. I don't think I've heard that song. Ah, this is the clock tower. Oh, that didn't work. There we go. Nope. 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 Man, that was almost really good. There we go. That's what I wanted. Now we can get through here, and here, and here, and here. And then there's this thing. It's a time switch! No, it's a time switch, Dot. I had gotten that far on my own. The cheese magnet. What a phrase. Yeah, you pretty much exclusively have to cheese this. Alright, guy. Come back around. I'm waiting for you. Thank you. Keep going. Keep going. But by rotating around, you can see all of the different faces of this clock. You see there's a second hand over here. And then I think this is the minute hand. This, I believe, is the day hand. And this is the fortnight hand. So, all that information is really useful. But let's see if we can get back to the red face. So this is going to go around in a circle, and every minute it's going to hit the top of the top of the clock. And when it does, briefly, an anti-cube will appear. So let's hang out here, wait for the anti-cube to show up, and hopefully collect it when it does appear. And then to get the other anti-cubes, in theory, you're supposed to wait however long for the time to pass for the hand to get to the top of the clock. But really, oh, it's all the way over there. I was wrong. RIP. What we're actually going to do is change date time. Change date and time settings. Yes, thank you. Let's make it 3:17. So let's make it 4. Didn't quite do what I wanted. The blue hand is close, though. Let's make it 4:05. Yep, there it is. So the blue hand is the minute hand. And now that an hour has passed, we found a cube. Let's go back to that place with all the doors. It's actually a really good idea. Oh, I missed it again. Hey, Gomez, do you know what time it is? It's cube o'clock! I love this. This ellipsis here. Like, Dot knows that she has crossed the line. That this joke was one joke too far. And she's hoping that we don't just, like, snap and leave her here. Alright, so green hand, I believe, is the day hand, which means we need to go forward, like, 4 hours? So let's imagine that it's 8 p.m. Perfect. And it's about time for that second hand thing. Was it over here? It was over here, wasn't it? There it is. I'ma getcha. Nailed it. Let's see. So for this to work, it's probably going to be a couple of days. So let's assume that it's Tuesday the 27th at 8 p.m. Hello. Ah, that was too far. Alright, what if it's the 26th? Okay. What if it's the 27th at noon? Almost. What if it's the 27th at 8 a.m.? Perfect. Alright. Well, got what I wanted out of this clock. This clock is now dead. There is no more clock. Alright, let's go back to the actual real time, which would be 3:20-ish? What does my clock say? What does my watch say? Clock. Phone. Phone says 3:20. Okay. PM. Yeah, that's about right. It's on the weekend. Alright. So, the next step It's a time switch! I know it's a time switch, Dot. Please stop telling me about time switches. Alright, we got places to go. Alright, I got what I wanted. Seam ripping a clock? Oh my god. That doesn't sound good at all. So I think that's it for this room. I think that's everything. No, there is another door. Oh, Dot's telling me about the map. How convenient. Thanks, Dot. Where is the other door here? Well, that's not gonna work. Can I even get down from here? Oh, good. Aha! I found it. A door. Wait, what does this say? I think those are E's. So this would be C. Of... Is that an F? I'm not gonna just try and figure this out like this. I'm gonna come back to it once we have the writing cube. Aha! This is the library. Is this where we get the writing cube? I don't think so. I think we get the number cube here. Oh no, we get the book. The book of poems. Thanks for the lift. Is there nothing over here? What about this way? That'll take us over here. Is that useful? Not really. There's another 40 door. Where does this go? Ah, this takes us back and forth to the city. Okay, cool. I am hopeful that that information will be retained and prove useful. Although, more than likely it won't. So how does one... Aha! Up we go! No, try that again. Try that again. Aw, come on! You're supposed to be able to launch me. I gotta figure out the timing. What? That's not what I expected at all. Come on. Oh, this is how I do it. The one over here. There we go. Ta-da! The cube! Alright, so we're going to check out this place, because this is the library, which is pretty cool. And then we're going to go back and do the 8 door. So, the interesting thing about this place, and this is actually how I figured this out, is if you look at the map, you'll see that not only is there a door out, but the door out is opposite from the door in. So if you look at where the door in is, from here, the other direction is here. Although, fair point, the picture over here is a picture of the doorway already open. So it does indicate, hey, there's a little bit more that you could have seen here. Is there anything down here that I want to look at? Nope. Let's just go up some steps. Over to here. Also, like, check out the tiling in the background. Not only the tiling, but the parallax, right? So, all you see is a giant wall of books. Everything is books, as far as the eye can see. However, through holes, you can see that there are even more books behind these books. Like, there's whole walls and walls and walls of all of these books. It's incredible. So we need to be able to get into that door. And that's where we want to be, because that is where the cube is. The qubit, I guess. Give me the bit. Is that it here? No, there is another door here. Okay, so I need to change this angle some more. That way is blocked. And that way is the door. Okay. The door! About to find our first artifact, boys and girls. Let's see what we found. It's a book of poems. It's an ancient artifact. It looks like a book. Yep, it's a book! Good job, Dot. So I know that some people have translated this. How? I don't remember how are you supposed to open it. Control. And then you can rotate left and right in order to get there. Oh, man. So if I remember correctly, this is poetry. But, yeah, I'm not about to start working on translating this right now. So we got an artifact. That's pretty cool. Now, the time has come to check out that other cube door. It's not the way I wanted to go. Through the door again. Now this door. There we go. And there was a teleporter over here that just takes us straight to the city? Yep. And then from here, there's the warp door up on top. Line up correctly so I don't get eaten by black holes. And this can take us to the place near the doorway collection area. Oh, I was way behind on chat. Whoa, I'm sorry, guys. Yeah, book in a library. There's the Zelda similarities, I think, are deliberate. Like, if you saw the poster at the very beginning of the game, it's a call out to the Zelda 2 title screen, and you know, there's like a lot of like the pixely sounds of "you found a thing" that are very Zelda-like. Let's see. This is where I want to go. And now we have another door that we can look into. And if I remember correctly, this is New Zoo. Zoo being the name of the city that we were in. So, after all is said and done, this is where people ended up. You can see some pictures on the wall, like, reward for this person, and then another, like, indication of... yeah. Good food. And you can also see, like, with all the exposed piping and stuff, this is a lot more modern looking than the places that we were at before. Of course, they still love owls, and who wouldn't? Aha! This is the place that we needed. So, let's explain a few things, shall we? So sometimes, out in the world, you will spot pillars that look like this. What do you do with this, you might ask? Well, if you take a careful look at it, you'll notice that it is a long shape comprised of a series of tetrominoes. So in this case, it's a right-facing T-shape, followed by an up-facing T-shape, followed by a Z-block, then a square, then another Z-block, then a down T-shape, then a square, then a left T-shape. In another part of the world, which I'm not going to go all the way out there before I start resolving this stuff, because I just want to start resolving this stuff, you'll find a block that looks a lot like the one that the chalkboard Gomez is standing next to, and it'll map key inputs to tetrominoes. So you'll find out that jump, for example, means square, and that left, right, up, and down, which he doesn't actually move up and down, but up and down, correspond to T-shapes pointing in those directions. And rotate right and rotate left correspond to horizontal Z-blocks, not vertical Z-blocks, pointing in those same directions. So what you do with this is, after you separate it out, and you realize that it's this whole long list of tetrominoes, you have to turn it onto its side, as you can see in the third stage over here, in order to get horizontal Z-blocks that you can then put in the effects for. So if I now put in this code, based on this pillar, stretched out, and rotated, I'll go up, left, rotate, jump, rotate, right, jump, down. Ta-da! Any questions? That's a door I haven't been in. Let's go into that door. I believe this is the boiler room. Yep, the boiler room. So this might actually be an equivalent area to the village that we're from. I think it is current. And this is where all of the big head people ended up. Watch out for black holes. Most of these I'm doing off of memory. I don't actually remember what the symbols are. I'm not translating in my head. But I remember that watch out for black holes is a thing. And also, you can see it's like 5 characters, 3, 3, 5, 5. Makes it a lot easier. Where else is there to go? Oh, look, a door. This is a barracks. Nothing to see here, really. But you may or may not have also noticed that all of the locations in this place are 3D. There's stuff on all the sides. So the people who live here are people who are used to seeing in the third dimension. It's part of why owls are still such a big deal to them. So is that everything here? I think that's everything. Oh, there's one more door. Where is the door I missed? That's not it. That's not it. That's not it. That's not it. Oh, there it is. Found it. Over here. One more door. Oh, good thing. Not much else in here. We done. Thank you, New Zoo, for all of the information that you have provided. So all that's left is Old Zoo. And, you know, then the 32 cube door and the 64 cube door. Because doors. So, let's see what else there is to see, shall we? Where to next? Does anybody know offhand where the number cube is? Which direction I need to go in order to get there? I think that's where I want to go next. So that still has a door I need to open, which will go off to here. Otherwise, I've mostly resolved all of this stuff. There's still the one room in the village, which I haven't finished. From here, there's a bunch of doors I haven't even bothered going into yet. But going up here... there's still a bunch of areas I can get to from there. This'll take me to the cemetery if I want to go that way. There's still a thing over there. That's the throne, which we don't have the tools to solve yet. There's another door coming off of here. I think that was the writing cube, actually. I gotta go back there. Okay, we're gonna go back here. That didn't work out. Fortunately, there's vines here. And given that I know where I want to go, I think I can take one of those back doors, and that'll take me there. There's like the 40 door over on the side here, I think. Yeah, this one should take me to the place I wanted to go to. Here? Is this where I wanted to be? Kind of. That's still a little bit off. I'm not sure if there actually is a 40 door from this room. Which room is this? This is the observatory. So let's just go to the observatory. Oh, there totally is a door up there. It was the door that led to here, though. Alright, it's going to be a trek no matter what. Let me confirm that this is where I want to be. This is where I want to be. At least there's no black holes this time. Not that they actually made things any harder. Alright, moving on up. Oh, it was through here, wasn't it? This one. Where does this take me? Does this not take me where I thought it did? Oh, it's through that tree up there. That's where I need to go. Okay, cool. So this section is actually really interesting because it includes a one of these time gates or whatever they were calling it. That don't actually make it any easier to cross or to go from place to place. Oh, that was a mistake. It's like from here, where do you go, right? Oh? Wow, what did I just do? But that said, if you just don't set the gate, it's pretty easy to get anywhere you want to get to. This is where I wanted to go. Oh, this is the room! Okay. So this is where it shows you what all the directions mean. So once I get up here, you can see that jump is square, up and down are up and down, left and right, rotate one way, rotate the other way. So, given all of that information, if you take a look at the pillar over on the left, you'll see that it is a right-facing T block, followed by a square, followed by a downward-facing Z block, followed by an upward-facing Z block, then square, then down, then up Z, then down Z. So, kind of the same deal, spread it apart into its constituent components, rotate it 90 degrees, basically knock it over on its side, and you end up with up, jump, rotate right, rotate left, jump, down, left, right. And then you have an anticube. Why is this not... Chat's being weird and, like, not actually moving along with... with what people are saying. Okay. Writing cube is near cemetery entrance. Number cube is observatory. Counting cube is in the library. Man, I know, Shadowed. I cannot wait for TP2. It's gonna be such a good time. So this then... Is this where the number cube is? This doesn't go... Where does this go? Alright, tell me where this goes. Oh! From the city. Fine. Back to the major warp is the key there. And then there's stuff up here, I guess? Oh, there's a cube. Okay, well... Oh, there's an owl! I forgot that this is a place with an owl. Well, let's talk to the owl. That sounds very important. The 13 circles. The 64-bit name of God. Owls are weird, man. Like, you try talking to them, and that's all you get. Aha! This is the number cube, but this is what I wanted. You found an ancient artifact! I think this was used to count. So the way this artifact works... The way this artifact works, and the way that the writing cube works, is they were effectively stamps for any possible number or letter that you'd want to write. So because of that, they have unique shapes on each face, but each shape is also rotatable in order to achieve other results. And the way that the numbers work is kind of weird. Each face represents a number 1 through 4, and an opening in that face means that that face is counted towards the purpose of figuring out what that digit is. So what you're looking at right now is the number 1, because only the top face is uncovered. But if you rotate it, which I can't do, you would have only the face on the right uncovered, effectively a C, and that's the digit 2. If you rotate it again, so it's facing downwards, you have a 3. But the astute of you will have already figured out that 1 plus 2 is also 3. Which means if you take this shape and rotate it to the right, you have the same thing, a 3, just represented in a different way. So that works all the way up until you get 10, which is all 4 faces uncovered. 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4. And then you have 0 at the bottom, which is none of the faces. So that's how counting works. And they try and teach you a couple of things over here. Like, if you look at the walls here, you'll see that it's a bunch of different equations that each equal 10. So here you have 1 plus 4 plus 5, which is 1 plus 4, so 10. And here you have 1 plus 2 plus 7, which is 3 plus 4, so 10. Here you have 2 plus 3 plus 5, again, 1 and 4, which is also 10. So a variety of different ways to count. Please, chat, why don't you just keep up? It's just not updating. That's so irritating. Like, I have to keep moving over to the chat window and scrolling down in order to see it. Let me see if I can just do this instead and see if that works. The clock tower text. All of time and space and the space outside space. Does it ever end? Yeah. What are circles? Circles don't exist. Circles are a devil shape. No, you guys are doing great. I'm explaining things as I see them. If you have any questions, by all means ask. Like, if there's something that doesn't make sense, or if there's something that I've explained in a way that doesn't make sense to you, then, you know, by all means speak up. Like, I want to get everybody on the same page here. I love this game, and I want everybody to understand what's going on and see the same things that I get to see. Alright, but that was the thing. That was the thing I wanted to find. Alright, how do I get out of here again? There we go. That's the door. This door. Get me out of here. And then you have this squid-looking thing, which, spoilers, is a relevant thing. You found 16 cubes! You know what to do. You can open that last door now. At least, I think it's the last door. Dun dun dun! Nobody actually knows if it's the last door. Certainly not Dot. Dot's definitely not leading you on. Alright, well, let's open the last door. I mean, as long as we're here, right? Door? Door. And welcome to the, actually working city. Welcome to Zoo. Of course, everybody here speaks Fez, rather than speaking English. Which makes things a little harder. But, like, you know, some of them are okay. Some of them are pretty cool people. At some point I'm gonna have to, like, actually remember how to translate this stuff. But in the meantime, I don't think any of them have much to say that's story-related. They frequently have stuff to say that's like, hey, how are you doing? Or, lol, you have a flat head. How do you get anything done with a head like that? Etc., etc. But I guess that's only to be expected from the previous phase of evolution. That music actually sounds like it's a bit loud. I'm gonna lower that audio volume a little bit. Of course, the music here is just utterly fantastic. Now these characters I remember, because that says Zoo. Ah! Wow. Alright, let's not be bad. Like, we could just make jumps, maybe. That would be pretty good. There we go. And then there's all kinds of doors to go into. I think one of these is the other side of the throne room. Oh, look, they're in the process of building the QR code. What is he saying? Those are O's, I think? No, upside down Z would be... Because it's in, it's in columns. Like, if you write the alphabet across A, B, C, D, E, F, G, but write it in 6 columns, so A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, except you leave out Z and Q, I think, because they overlap with... Oh, no, W and U are the same letter, and K and Q are the same letter. But then each shape corresponds to the 4 letters in that column based on the rotation. So A, B, C, D, E, F. Z would have to be 4th column. G, H. I'm gonna write this out. I don't remember. Actually, I think I already have this written down. Is this the binder that I took Fez notes in? Like, I have all of my Eyes of Ara notes over here, and I think this is the same binder that I took notes in for Fez. Back when I played that game forever ago. Let me see. I mean, I see a bunch of, like, right, right, up, left, down, 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 right, right. But I think that was a different game. Nope, I found college notes for something. Alright, must have been a different binder. Okay, then I'm gonna write this out fresh. Where are you? Where are you, any blank page? Holy crap. Alright. E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, not Q, so R, S, T, U, but not V, so W, X, Y, and Z. Is that right? That's not right. I did this wrong. Alright, well, I thought I was right and I wasn't. I was gonna try and, like, piece it together from what I knew and remembered, and I don't think I quite can. Like, I think... Because K and Q were the same. Maybe there were some other things that were the same, and it just doesn't extend all the way out? So some of the rotations are... I don't remember anymore. Alright, I'll wait till I find the writing room, and then we can come back here and talk to people. Aw, the music's over. The End of Majesty. Hey, nice Fez. Whoa! Of course, Dot comes out with the whoa. It's yet another door. This one requires 1, 2, 32 cubes. Must be something really special behind that door. No lies. Is this the other throne room? I think this is the other throne room. Ah, this is the owl. So you can see, like, especially with all the candles around, like, owls have a lot of mystical significance. Hear the owls, see their effigy, assemble the parliament. Which, fun fact, is the plural noun for owls. Or group noun, or whatever it's called. Like a murder of crows, you have a parliament of owls. But yeah, like the candles all around here, this is an important part of not only their society and their structure. I think you're right, I think it's K and Q and I think it's U and V. But also, like, their religion and how they worship. Like, they have, their society is set up so that religion and class are kind of the same thing. You know, and people who wear fezzes are kind of the high priests. And then the king is the one who is gifted the third dimension from on high. A nightmare of ravens, really? It's the first time I'm hearing that, but that's pretty cool. Hello? There we go. I've already been through there. I've already been through everything on this floor, haven't I? Yep. As much as I can. So let's climb some scaffolds and go up. We have not found the writing cube yet. We did find the other half of the throne room, though. So we can do something about that. And here is the number classroom. So you can see up here, 3 is equal to 3, but also with this different symbol, 3 is equal to 3. And because of the location of this classroom, you can see in the back here this squid thing handing a 3 to the viewer, which is kind of their origin story for the third dimension. It was given to them on high from other people. This is how you assemble a number cube. You write down all of the different faces, fold it together. This is a long string of numbers, which I don't think anybody has found a use for, but Phil Fish has hinted that it's useful for something. Who knows what? And this is yet another indication of how dimensions work. So, a dot, 0 dimensions. A line, 1 dimension. A square, 2 dimensions. And a cube, 3 dimensions. So this is the other way that you can learn about numbers. And you can see from here, like, if you found the number cube, this is showing you the number cube. So it's kind of a hint that, like, hey, numbers are over here. And then this is what I was talking about before with a variety of ways to get to 10. So you have this column, 1 plus 2 plus 7. 7? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 7. Or you can even just count the sides, right? So 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4. This is 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 1. This is 1 plus 4 plus 1 plus 4. All of them equal 10. Well, this is another room. Let's go into this additional room. And here you see the story. So, at first, there were just people. And people didn't know anything. And then the squids came from wherever they came. And they gifted us with the power of the third dimension. And gave us fezzes and opened up our third eyes. So now you see the king has this power on his side. I love this society. I like just the way this is all, the way it all fits together is so cool. And now I have another key, which is good. Keys are good. Always want more keys. Anything over here? Nothing. Over here? Nothing. Alright. Then let's go get that last cube bit, and then head off and do some more exploring. So getting the writing cube is really useful for the purposes of flavor and for lore. In terms of mechanics, I think there's only one puzzle that requires the writing cube in order to solve it. Let's see if there's anything else to do here. I think we've gone through every door we can except one, which is all I really want. So let's head back. Yep, crowns connect them to squids, and in the sense of, like, religious mandate, the squids determined who would be king. So the squids are basically the gods. And by giving the third dimension to people, by revealing the third dimension to them, they bestowed royalty/priesthood upon them. That's how I read it anyway. All of this stuff is going to be speculation. I don't know that there's any kind of canon explanation for it. But that's, you know, kind of based on what I've seen, this is how it looks to me. So, places to go. I don't yet have all of the maps that I want in order to go to the cemetery. So let's not go to the cemetery yet. But this looks like a place that we want to go. Ah, yes. This is certainly a place. So first things first, there's another one of these pillars. So let's do that, shall we? Once again, if you stretch it all out, you see this has a vertical T-piece, a downward or an upward facing Z, another vertical T but facing down, then another downward facing Z. No, yeah, downward facing Z, then right, then square, then left, then down, then down. So separate that all out, spin it onto its side, and you end up with left, rotate left, right, rotate right, up, jump, down, rotate right, rotate right. And behold, we have revealed a secret. So, you may or may not have noticed up until now that a lot of these areas, a few of these areas, are islands that appear to be floating in water, whereas some of them are just rocks floating in space. It turns out that the water level isn't static, it's a valve. Valves can control water levels. Grab onto it with L control, then rotate left or right. So I could raise the water level if I wanted, up to the level of the valve. And you'll actually see out here that the water level has gone up a little bit. Oh look, there's an owl. We'll have to go talk to him. But what we can also do is lower the water level. And this affects the outside world as well. And reveals doors that might not otherwise be visible. So let's go talk to that owl, shall we? Hoot hoot. What's up, little buddy? The many are one. The one is many. Weird-ass owls, man. So in addition to the owl, which only comes out at night, you have the Moria door over here, which also only comes out at night. But, same thing. It works the same way. So we're gonna go left, rotate left, left, right, rotate right, down, up, rotate left. And now this door stays open, even during the day. But you can only open it at night, because the code only shows up at night. Yeah, I saw that the valve room has a door. I wanted to make sure that I made it out here in time to open this door. So let's go back to that valve room. And see what there is to see in here. There is a chest. And a bunch of stone faces. So you see over here, like, the stone face, the smaller stone face is a little square on top. Kind of reminds me of the Fez. And over here, too, like, all the faces have Fezes. Which is like, you know, you need to be able to rotate in 3D in order to turn this valve. But then this bigger face has this treasure chest, which is basically a Fez. I think that's really cute. Yeah, that's exactly right, Cryptomancer. And we have revealed another map! Unfortunately, this map is partially burnt, because there was information man was not meant to have. What information we do have reveals something that looks like a Polytron logo, and a code, and some arrows pointing at a square. Well, I wonder if that will ever be useful, he said knowingly. So, where to next? Shall we go exploring in the mines of Moria? I think we shall. Ah, here we are. It's Sync. I think this is my favorite place in the whole game. Because it's rhythm puzzles. Oh, I messed up. Aha, this is where I needed to be. And there is a door here, if I remember correctly. What? So, if you're not already wearing headphones, I invite you to put headphones on. Given that this area is rhythm-based and sound cue-based, this puzzle, likewise, is sound-based. Although if you have a controller, you can actually feel the rumble in the controller do the same thing, and that's a good way to get the same information. But you can hear the pulses in each ear. So I'm going to wait for it to restart. Left, right, 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 left, right, right, left. Left, right, 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 left, right, right, left. Left, right, 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 left, right, right, left. And the pulses tell you which direction to turn in order to solve the puzzle. Yet another fascinating application of turning to solve problems. So what have we got over here? Also, I think it's interesting that you saw blocks like this before in a couple of places, but here they are very obviously speakers. Whoa, I'm not gonna make that one. Ah! Jeez. God, I love this section. And I love the soundtrack for this section, too. Like, it's just so well put together. Aha! There's a thing I can jump on. And there. And there. That looks like, yep, a place I can jump on. Yep. Giant speaker! Am I supposed to go from here? I'm not sure I'm actually supposed to be up here. I think I'm supposed to be over here. Oh no! Disaster! Whoa, that didn't work out. Okay. Oh, okay. So I can go from here, and then rotate back, and be here, and then just jump off to the left. And that should catch it. There we go. Bop, bop, jump. Bop, bop, jump. Jump. Oh, jumped in the wrong direction. That's not going to go well for me. Neither is that. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom. Nope. 1, 2, 3, 4. Jump. 3, 4. Jump. 1, 2, 3, 4. Jump. 1, 2, 3, 4. Jump. Yep. Here we go. Doing good here. Is this a door? This is a door. Let's go in the door. Always go indoors. Ah, this one. Yeah, you gotta be pretty good at this one. Jump. Jump. Behold. Discovery. Alright, but I'm not going through here yet. Because... Can I even get back down? I don't think I can get back down from here, actually. Mistakes may have been made. Oh, I guess I had everything I was going to get from the other room. Okay. Maybe that was it. Cool. Yeah, I guess I can port out of here. Let's fly, Gomez, fly! So here we are. Where to next? Eh? There's still some more stuff to explore off of this room with this crying waterfall, so let's head back in that direction. Let's see what else we can see over there. I think the bomb mechanic puzzles are over there, which is cool. Oh, and we lowered the water level, so I can go to the door down here. I think this is where you find the skull? Yep. This is a place. This is a place. I'm gonna leave this until I come back with the power of vision. And we'll talk about things then. That sounds like a good time to talk about things. This door. Here. Alright. So we've been through some of the doors here. We've explored a little bit. I haven't been through this door yet. But, you know, as long as I've lowered the water level, I might as well reward myself by going in the door that is revealed the lower. Yep. This is a place. Not particularly interested in doing anything in this particular place at the moment. Wait, I want to look at those cubes one more time, because I think all of them are like the same shape, just rotated. So you know that whatever letter has to be in any given thing, it's going to be from these sets of columns. If that's something that I had spotted the first time, I might have had an easier time trying to solve this rather than looking up the answer. Well, it's something to check out later on, if we get that far. I don't actually know how far we're going to get today. Bombs! Let's talk about bombs. So you can see this bomb up here. Bombs, if you pick them up, will explode, eventually. As you can see, Gomez is mildly inconvenienced by the destruction of the bomb, but otherwise not greatly harmed. However, the real benefit of bombs is you can blow open rocks. I guess the other real benefit of bombs is you can have Dot tell you about bombs. Check this out! It's a bomb! You can pick up and throw bombs by pressing L control. But be careful, you can also drop a bomb gently by pressing down in L control. Alright, let's bomb game. I don't think I can take the bomb with me. Alright, get out of here. Pachoo! Thanks for the advice, Shadowed. Much appreciated. So, here we have, like, a mine-looking area with some suspicious-looking rocks. I think I know how these kinds of rocks work. And a bomb. Wonder what I can do with this, he said. So personally, I think it's easier to just hang on to the bomb rather than setting it down and potentially throwing it into the wrong place. But I don't really value my health or safety, so, you know, your mileage may vary. That's right, get opened. So here we have an area where you gotta start paying a little bit more attention to how the bomb mechanics work. So first off, I want that. Next off, you may or may not have noticed that bomb explosions spread from rock to rock. Thus, turning around and following the explosion can allow you to explode more rocks than you might otherwise not have been able to explode. Bachoom! We opened a door. This door goes some way. Where does this door go? Somewhere relevant. Alright, let's go in the door. This is a place where you need the bomb in order to reveal the ladder so that you can actually climb the ladder. Speaking of climbing ladders, doesn't matter where they are in 2D space, or in 3D space rather, as long as they're in the right place in 2D space, you can get a lot done. For example, you can climb to treasure chests that might not otherwise be accessible. And then we have... those rocks look interesting. Gimme. It looks like there's still one more, though. Yes, no? No? No. Because I saw double echoes. Maybe it was just one in the same place. And it just echoed twice. Okay. Well, that's everything in this room. Let's go back out to the other room and follow some explosions, shall we? So I want to get this bomb here. There you go. That's everything. So, let's climb this up. God, that's so satisfying, seeing the bomb destroy all of the rocks. Like the whole thing. Just blow it all up. Dying, on the other hand, not highly recommended. Oh, no, not at all, Mr. Gecko. I didn't even touch it. Alright, all the way to the top. We got a cube, and we got a ticket out of here. Let's go for a ride. Pew! And that's the end of the underground music. I'm not sure if we actually hear that music again. It's pretty good, but unfortunately, it is not ubiquitous. Alright, is there more to do over here? There is yet more to do. So let's go back. That's this way. Through here again. So, I believe if we get up top, it looks like one of those trees is going to have a door in it. So let's take a look at that. Ah, there's a door over here, too. Which looks like it requires some, tender love and attention from the bomb holder. Yeah. So this is an interesting place. You might say, look at this topography. I wonder what it means. Why is this place so unusual? The answer is the topography is another tetromino puzzle. So you have a T shape facing down, you have a Z pointing down, you have another T facing down, you have a square, you have a Z pointing up, you have a T facing right, you have a square, and a T facing left. And if you go through it, it actually just repeats. So it's the same series of shapes over and over and over. So I can't actually see it all at once, so I'm going to write it down. You get down T. You get a Z. You get another down T. You get a square. You get a more different Z. You get a right T. Another square. And then a left T. So assuming I have this orientation correct, which I might not, because if I flip it around like this, you can see that the Z's are now facing different directions. So we're going to try it both ways. So, assuming I have the orientation correct, we should see something like right, right, jump, rotate left, up, jump, down. Oh, that was a mistake. That was wrong. I should not have stood there while trying to put in the thing. Let's try that again, shall we? I don't know why I didn't realize that that was going to happen. Like, obviously, if you stand in front of the warp and press up... I tried. I really tried. An attempt was made. Yep. You're not wrong, Mr. Gecko. Alright, try that again. Let's do it from here, shall we? So, we have... Let's not do it right in front of the door. Man, lesson learned. Right, right, jump, rotate left, up, jump, down. Nope. So the rotates might be reversed. So we have right, rotate left, right, jump, rotate right, up, jump, down. Really? Do I have it wrong? That is a down T. That is a rotate. That is another down T. That is an opposite rotate. Oh, but if I do it the other direction, then the left and right T's are rotated also. So then it would be right, rotate left, right, jump, rotate right, down, jump, up. Nailed it. Yep. Down, jump, up. Alright. Anyway, I want to take the door out of here. Because there's another place that I wanted to visit from here, which is up to that tree. How do you suppose you do that? Yep, no worries, Mr. Gecko. There's a lot to do in this game. There's a lot to figure out, and a lot to get right, and a lot that you can get wrong. So we have this door. Aha! This is where the writing cube is. Let's go get the writing cube. God, Gomez, so happy. Open it. Open it. So this works the same way as the number cube. This is essentially a stamp that you can use to put down letters. And then each different rotation of each different face is a different letter. So this face is one letter, but if you rotated it clockwise 90 degrees, it would be a different letter. So in terms of what letters mean what, if you take a look at the animals here, you may have noticed them engaging in a particular activity. If you are old, like I am, you may also recall a sentence that is frequently used, or was frequently used to test typewriters, because it contains every letter of the alphabet. The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. Which is basically what's going on here, and is, in fact, what is written on this pillar. So if you take a look at that sentence and these symbols, you have the full alphabet. That's how it translates. So I'm going to write all this down because I don't remember it. And you get T as a 6-looking thing. A rotation of that, so that upside down is an H. Hang on, I'm going to do this a little bit differently. I'm going to write down A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, E, F, G, H, I, J, K. I remember the English alphabet. L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. So T is the 6-looking thing. That upside down is H. And then you have E is the long Z. Z is also the long Z, but upside down. You have Q as another rotation of the long Z. I think K is also that same rotation. You have U as a pangram. I have not heard that word before. Is that a sentence that has all the letters? So you have QU, and then you have I. Okay, so this does work. What did I do wrong? H-I-J-K-L, M-N-O-P. Oh, you need to fill in the Q's. You need to fill in all of the actual letters. So you need to have Q there as well in order for the thing to work. And then you skip V. That's so weird. I think J is the other one. I don't remember. Alright, anyway, I'm going to go through the rest of this. Q-I... C is the other thing of that way. So that means that O is the final rotation of that one piece. Yeah, so K is the same as Q. Then you have the quick brown. So B is the leftward pointing 6. You have R as this kind of tree thing? K and Q and U and V? Okay. Line transcribed it? Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I'm just going to be a little sec here. I'm going to write all this down because I want to be able to remember this. R. We already have O. W is the corner. And then N is the last rotation of the 6. Fox. So now we have F as the second rotation of the tree. O we already have. X. X is the other rotation of the Z shape. Okay. So you need to not write V in order to get everything to line up. Alright, that makes sense. So D, J, and P are going to be the other corner shape things. So this is jumps. J is in fact a corner. We already know U. M, A, G, M, and S are going to be the hump shape. P is another corner. And then S, yep, is the other hump, but rotated. One of the rotations for the hump. O we already have. V is just like U, and might as well be the same letter as far as the transcription is concerned. E we already have. R we already have. The we already have. L is the downward tree, which means that Y is the upwards tree. Yup. A is the downward hump, which means G is the left-facing hump, because that's the only rotation left, which means that D has to be the bottom left corner. Dog, bottom left corner? Yep, great. Okay. So this does work out the way I thought. The key to making this work, though, is U and V need to be the same letter, essentially. And then you have W in the same row as D, J, and P. X in the same row as E, K, and Q. Y on the bottom row with F, L, and R. And then Z essentially fills in an extra place on the E, K, and Q row because K and Q are the same. Yeah, I don't know how this works if you translate this game. Like, that's very specific to English, the way all that lines up. R, yeah, R is a right-facing telephone pole. I was calling it a tree, but telephone pole works probably better. Alright, Gomez, are you ready to take on the world with your newfound knowledge? So that's everything from this room, right? Except for this thing, which is heinous. But let's take a look at it, shall we? I mean, as long as I'm here, I might as well go through it, now that I actually know the answer to it. And, save you guys the trouble, because this is a mess. And, I remember looking at this when I first learned this game, when I was first playing this game, looking at this for, like, maybe 5 minutes, and then just giving up completely. This is one of the things I ended up looking up. But let's take a look at it. So, what we have is P-L-A-S-E, please. That's another A. Please, A-N... Please, that's got to be answer. Please answer. Eventually I'm going to get used to this. Please answer. I know T and H are those two combinations. Please answer. Is that this? Yep, that's this. Please answer this security question. Right. Is that S-E-C-U-R? Yep. I-T-Y? Yep. Security. And that's a K or a Q, whichever you want. Please answer this security question. So we have... Is that W? Is that H? W-H? Oh, what's my name? Yep. And then this is the actual information about the name. So you have... Is that an S on top? That's an S. S-E... Security. Hello? This is... no, security. It doesn't even line up correctly. Where is... from here? So it's the same on either side, right? Yeah, okay. So... it just says security again, right? Oh, security question hint. Okay, okay, okay. Security question hint. That's my... that... my F-I... my first? Is that an N? First name? First... part? What is that? Downward one is H. First half... yeah, okay. Oh, thank you, Mr. Gecko. Okay, that makes it easier. My first half is what it is. My second half is what made it. So... I honestly don't know how you're supposed to figure it out based on that. Other than some very, somewhat messy taking of these shapes and figuring out what allowable letters are in the answer. But basically, the first half and the second half. So the second half is what made it. It's the name of the makers of the game, which is Polytron. So the second half is Tron. The first, what it is, this question is very meta. The answer is Metatron. However, that's only half of the puzzle, because then you have to spell Metatron using the cubes that are available to you. Not only that, because Fez is written vertically, you then have to rotate it horizontally in order to get the actual answer. So you don't put an M over here. You put an M rotated 90 degrees over here. So that's this. And rotating it 90 degrees makes it look like a G. Which is this. Oh, that's already in the right place. Cool. So next you have an E, which is going to be this, but this is E. So in order to get the rotation you need, it needs to be rotated, again, 90 degrees, which means the short part is down. I'm hoping I get this correct. So this goes here. Next is a T. Yeah, Metatron, not Metaton. Metatron is a religious reference, actually. I think. I think that's the intent here. However, this is not the shape I need. I need... So T is the thing pointing up, which means I need the thing pointing left. Now A, which is the thing pointing down, which rotated means I need the thing pointing right. Yeah. It's an actual character from the actual Bible. M-A-T-A. Next is another T, which means, again, rotated left. Next is R, which is going to be, let's get you out of the way. This is the R. I need this. R is pointing to the right, so I need it pointing up. That one. TRO, which is going to be this one, because this goes in the next space over. O is pointing left, so I need it pointing down. And then this, N is pointing right, so I need it pointing up. I really hope this works. And I get a heart cube. Which, what is that? Who the heck knows? I sure don't. I just know that it's a thing that you can acquire. So I'm going to acquire it. Anyway, that, ladies and gentlemen, is the story of the riddle. It's ridiculous, and I hate it, and I think it's stupid because it made me cheat, and I'm mad that it beat me, is really the answer. But that exhausts everything in this area. I think we've touched everything we are going to be able to touch off of this. So let's go back here and explore some more, shall we? Let's find a new door to go into. Whoa! We found some black holes. It's not what I was looking for, but it's definitely what I found. Oh yeah, this opened up. Did I go in here yet? I did go in there. I'm not going in there right now. I do not have the necessary ingredients, as it were. Let's see what's in this door. More places to explore. So nothing down here, but some vines to climb. Room to go places. And this is just sort of like general platforming at this point. Like, I have kind of walked you through a lot of the more esoteric parts of the game. But there's a bunch of parts of the game that are really just platforming. Kind of navigating from place to place and finding cubes and exploring and, you know, getting all the bits. We'll come back to this door later. In the meantime, we've got bits to collect. Ah! Really? You don't weigh enough to push down this switch. You'll need something heavier. Something like, oh, I don't know. A crate? Dot, I hate you. I want you to know that I hate you. Passionately. Alright, let's see where we can go here. As I slowly navigate my way around the black holes. And try not to die. Oh, look. A bit. That's a thing I want. How do I get out of here? Alright, that worked. Dang. What's in here? Is it a key? Is it a treasure map? It's a key. Sweet. Do I have the map for this place yet? No, I have this one. But there is a map that shows you how to get this chest. And given that I am not the patient type, I'm just gonna show you. So you know how in this map the platforms are only there at a specific angle? Dot's favorite phrase is an ellipsis. Yeah, I like that actually. That's a really cool observation. Um, so you'll notice that the platforms are only here on a specific angle. If you try and jump onto the platform from an angle that they don't exist, then they're just not there. The same goes over here. Once we find the treasure map, I'll show you. But essentially, they're only there. Oh. When you try and go the long way. But even better, they're only there at one specific facing. I do so much ducking around treasure chests in this game. Hey, it's an anti-cube! Got an anti-cube for figuring out the map. So from this perspective, there is no platform there. From this perspective, I believe there is. But this one only exists from this perspective. Physics! This is a weird game. Oh, that was wrong. I wanted to grab onto the vines. Like that. So now we have a crate. And I think Dot is telling me where she wants me to go with this crate. Figured it out. Thanks, Dot. Thanks for your help. Hey, look, it's a doorway. You did it! You found a secret passage! Yup, that was all me. I definitely didn't need any help to accomplish this goal. Is there another? Oh, there's that one. Okay. Well, we got some more climbing to do, I guess. Man, these black holes make things real difficult. Here we go. Aw, no. Why would you do that to me? It's fine. I grabbed the vines. I didn't grab the vines. I mean, if we're being completely honest, I definitely did not grab the vines. I grabbed those vines, though. And then there is the way out. Yep, let's go this way. What do you suppose we will find over here? More crate puzzles, I think, is the answer. Come on, Dot. Tell me I'm not heavy enough to push the switch down. So this puzzle is great because you have to wait for the platforms to line up, and that's always a favorite mechanic. I guess I didn't have to wait too long that time. That was okay. Alright. Try again. There we go. Hey look! I made columns. Oh, and a door. I made a door. I actually wasn't expecting that. Where does the door take me? Yet another place for a crate. In my tiny little short hops. What do we have in here? Just doorway after doorway after doorway. Oh, okay. I'll take a cube. I'm okay with that. Not a bad haul. Do I just walk back? Yeah. Go walk back. It's not that far. I don't need to take warp portals everywhere. Aw, no. Gomez, why? Alright, what if I wait until this goes down? Much better. So from here, there was that other doorway. So let's go deal with that, shall we? This seems like a good place to explore. Let's go! And now I believe... Yep, I've done everything off of here. So... I mean, I think the intention is that you're supposed to crawl around on the vines all the way around, go to there, that way. That almost worked, actually. I can just do this, I guess. Alright, alright. I'll do it the way I was intended to. What's in here? He said wonderingly. Oh, check it out. It's a chest. Is it a key? Is it a treasure map? It's a treasure map! This is a really interesting layout. With, like, the blocks and then the reverse blocks on top of it, like this kind of hourglass shape. I'm not sure what the point of this is. It looks super cool, though. It's like a really neat effect. Doesn't look like there's anything I can do with it, though. And I, once again, am missing some powers to fully explore it. No! Man, I really thought rotation would help here, and it turns out that this is just a straight-up normal jump from vine to vine puzzle. Although maybe don't jump into the black holes, that seems like good advice. %100% want that thing. Give me the thing! And then from up here... Yep. Easy peasy. What else you got for me? Oh. More qubits. Give me the bits! Whoa. Hey, I made a cube. It's great. What's on this side? Vines! Everybody's favorite. Can I jump that? Can I make that? Nope. I guess I gotta cross first. No? How am I... Can I make this? I don't appear to understand. Something is not working the way I expected it to. Where can I go from here? Oh, I can go to here. I get it. I understand now. You gotta get that, that backwards dash to make sure that you get momentum going in the direction you want to go. Get it! Get the cube! Do the thing! What's left? Nothing left. Well, let's warp. We've cleaned this place out. That's the end of that that branch of the world map. Man, good job. Shall we check out the lighthouse next? I know that the lighthouse goes somewhere relevant. I think this is the lighthouse. Let's see if there's a different place to go that's not the lighthouse. And move on from there. So that is the bell tower. Ah, yes, and we've learned numbers. So now the bell tower is quite the place to go. Let's do that. In addition to having already lowered the water level, so we can see some things we might not otherwise be able to see. Is this the way to the sewers? I kind of think it is. Oh. RIP bitrate. My apologies, guys. That's gonna look like complete and utter garbage. But I mean, I guess I gotta do it, so let's do it. I'm really sorry about this. If this is just like completely messing with you, feel free to turn off the stream for like a minute and a half. It's really not gonna take too long. But I gotta go through here, and this is just all of the different terrain types, and it's just messy as all heck, and I'm really sorry. I'm gonna try to get through it as quick as I can, and not have it be too awful. Oh, there was a thing there. No? There we go. That's what I was missing. I don't think I can make that jump, though. So from here... Ugh. That's pretty bad. But... yeah, no, the bitrate is just awful in this area, so like, it's just gonna look less epileptic, but just very little visible on the screen, because it's super, super bad. Alright, cool. That worked out. That's, we're done with that. That's over now. I am relatively certain that we don't ever have to deal with something like that again. Where am I going? Going to the bell tower again. Not there. Is it here? I don't think it's here. Is it here? No. Here. This is the door I want. Yep. Excellent. Okay, so now that we've done that thing, and that thing is all done... Oh, where does this take me? Aha! Just warps you around the warp gate that you are already nearby. That makes sense. Oh, it's another door. Well, let's go in the door. Heck with that. Ah, yes, this area. So, this area tends to be confusing for people because, if you'll notice, this is right on the water level, which means that if I hadn't lowered the water level would be up to here. You wouldn't be able to see the door. But, if you jump in the water here, you'd be able to hear that. You'd be able to hear the door briefly react to your presence, and you wouldn't be able to do anything about it, because you can't actually get to the door, because the water level is in the way. Well, does Dot have anything to say about this? Dot's just given up. She's not even bothering. But yes, this is the 64 cube door. It is only openable with all of the cubes, and it is only accessible if the water level is down. which makes it a super confusing area for people who are fresh. Anyway, let's continue navigating this tower, shall we? Time to go up. Careful around these black holes, though. And it's the bell. You can ring the bell. Ding dong! Ring the bell by pressing L control in front of it. Thanks, Dot. So if you take a look, if you are an astute observer, you may have noticed that there are numbers written on each side of the bell. This is a 6. This is a 1. This is a 10. This is a 3. What these numbers indicate is how many times you should ring the bell. So let's do that, shall we? Ta-da! This, then, is the value of knowledge. We've learned a lot on this journey. And our reward is anti-cubes. Alright, let's keep this going. There's more yet to find. Aw, I thought that jump would make it. Really, my friend? That's how it works. Now you know the secret of the bell. So this one is interesting, because not only does it require you to make an appropriate shape, it requires you to make an appropriate shape on all of the sides at once, which means it's not really a 2D puzzle in the way you expect. It's a 3D puzzle. And you need to make sure that everything is in the right place on multiple sides. Oh no, Mr. Gecko, I'm sorry. But you can see from here that these cubes are in specific places, right? Like, you can't quite see, but based on the rotation, there's like a 3x3 grid of these purple spots, right? And you have one cube in one corner, and another cube in the opposite corner. What this means, though, is if I put anything on top of here, it's going to be on the right side, or on the left side, as it were, no matter which rotation I put it in. Now, I want it to be on the left side here. Bong each side its number of times. Yep, that's correct. However, I want the double stack to be in the middle when looking at it from this side. So if I push this here, now I've pushed it in this particular plane, but over here it's still on the edge, which is exactly where I need it to be. And now the only space remaining is in the middle. So I need to put this in the middle, not only on this plane, but also on this plane. Well, on this plane it needs to be on the edge. So I was already lined up correctly here, so now I'm going to line up correctly here and drop it. There you go. It's so interesting, the disparate pieces of this game. Like, there's the platformer part, which is just completely straightforward. Just jump to the place. Sometimes it's figuring out rotation, right? But most of the time it's just jump to the place. And then there's the puzzles, which are all really, really different from each other. And typically have to do with acknowledging that the space is 3D, even though you're interacting with it in a 2D way. And, like, it's such a different skill set from the platforming. Even when the platforming requires rotation, a lot of that can just be figured out on the fly or even by accident. And it requires you to be different at two completely different... it requires you to be good, rather, at two completely different things. Pretty sure I want to open this door. Because the door... oh, yeah. Reveals a cube, which is exactly what I wanted. Yeah, the sewer actually kind of flips the script, doesn't it? Oh, there was the bit there, but it's also an actual doorway. Right. Cool, that's working. Hup! Good jump. Good hustle, Gomez. Anything else here? I think that's it. I think that's it. Time to follow the doorways. Get in there, buddy. Please don't have black holes. Sick and tired of that crackling sound. You okay? I guess I can detour a little bit in order to pick up more bits. So here we have a door that will take us to another similar location. But let's finish what we're doing in here, and then we can go through the door. This is actually an area that I've seen screw people up quite a lot. Because this is one of those areas where it's asking you to do 3D stuff in addition to the 2D stuff. Because, like, you go here, but then you kind of have to rotate again in order to keep gaining height. And this one is all about matching up the vines, but also about thinking in the space, thinking about, like, the different orientations you have and the different perspectives you have, and how the platforms line up and how the vines line up and how you get from place to place. It's also one of those places where judicious rotation can speed things up immensely. Is that it? That's it. Let's go through the door. Where's the door? Where is the door? Oh, here it is. Right? Typical me. Like, honestly. This one is interesting because each side of this room will only get you so far. You also have to do some thinking in 3D in order to get out of my way, fly. In order to get from place to place. But also, like, figure out where, like, which side of the room you need to be on in order to continue progressing. But then also, you know, you kind of have to flip around a bit in order to pick up all the various things. Isn't there? I need to get to that opposite side, which I can't do from here, but I can do from here, I think? Yep. You know, and even knowing what it's asking me to do, it still took me a while to figure out, like, which of these many rotations, which of these many perspectives. Yo! Give me the cube! I love these things. 32 cubes! You did it! Now you can open that door in that ancient city! Oh, I guess I can. Is it that time yet? I'm gonna keep going through here and see where this takes me. Because this is clearly gonna take me somewhere. Something is preventing you from changing your perspective in this area. I bet it's this totem-looking thing over here. Yeah, that must be it. Okay, Dot. I'll play your game. At least there's a lot of conveniently located platforms in order to get to where I want to be. So we got this bit up here, and bits down there, actually. Come on, Gomez, you can do this. Is that everything in here? Oh, there's a door. Well, I think I see where that is. That looks like it's right here. So, let's go through the door. Oh, cool! Do you see here how it's like a piece of the thing is cut away, and then it progressively cuts away more and more? So it's got this, like, fractal thing going on. Each thing is just one layer of cutaway until you're cutting away, like, quarter cubes over here, and, like, half pixels. It's fractal. It's cubes all the way down. Gravity still works. Thanks! Got that one. Nailed it. Alright, so this is another puzzle. And this has less to do with perspective than with realizing what tools are available to you. Like, it's not super complex. You just gotta put the things in the right places and make sure they all line up. Fortunately, they are all the same on each side. And just when you thought you were done, there's one of these bastards all the way on the bottom. You ready for short hops? Short hops. Short hops. Short hops followed by a short toss. Short hops. Short toss. Much better. Alright, let's get you resolved. We did it! We opened a door! What's in the door? An anti-cube! It's a reasonable reward. The expected reward, I think. Gimme. Oh, Gomez, you are worth everything. Is there anything else to do here? Nope. Nope. Alright, back the way we came. And we've done it all here, so let's head back, shall we? Which requires that we perspective back to the door, which requires more messing around with totems. I think this is the original perspective. Yes? Yes. This looks right. Yep, and there's the door. Anything else that we can do in here? Nope. All gold. Great! And no other doors from here either, right? Yeah. So we can just head back. We have done everything that we need to do in this particular branch of the world map. So now is the time to go through the 32 cube door. Which, this is pretty good timing for that. So, we'll get you guys an ending. We'll talk a little bit about the mechanics that result from getting an ending. And then probably call it in a few. But let's go see what we can do first. Let's go see what an ending looks like, shall we? 'Cause man, if you thought the rest of this game was weird, you are in for a treat. Here we are. The Living City Zoo. Alright, I want to go talk to that dude who has a fez, because I want to figure out what he says. Also, I think this is, if not my favorite, then maybe my second favorite track in the game. Let's chat, buddy. Hi, hi, hi. Right is C. CR? CH? CHE. Right again. CHECK. Check. Left is O. So check out. Check out my right telephone is R. Check out my REC. Vertical 6 is T. RECT? RECTA. Rectangular? Rectangle? RECTA. That's gotta be an N. Yep. That's a G. Rectangle. Yeah, check out my rectangle head. Check out my rectangle head, he says. Look at this guy. Check out my rectangle head. Over there? What a jerk! He's just laughing at me. Ha ha ha. Oh, not my. That's an R. Check out Mr. Rectangle Head over there. Who are you to laugh at me with your big head? My Fez is better than your Fez anyway. Alright, kids. You ready? So this is what a working Stargate looks like. Amazing! A working Stargate! What did I just say, Dot? So you can see it's doing some... Oh man, I really screwed things up. I'm sorry, I guess I shouldn't have rotated. But you can see it's doing some interesting three-dimensional activity. And it is folding time and space in order to do something. So, I'm pretty sure this is the moon. I think the moon is the home of the squids. You definitely need more not like this here. But you'll also notice that there was a statue of an owl at the top. So, the squids are also in contact with the owls, potentially revering the owls the same way that the humans do. This is a great game. This game is so much fun. I've gone through about half of the game, I think, and I've definitely shown how to do a lot of things that might otherwise take a while. You'll also see that we're a little floaty over here. Because it's the gravity's a little lower here on the moon. Can I jump on these? I think I can. Yep. This is a heck of a place. Whoa, that was a jump. So the home of the squids, with an owl at the top of the pyramid, and above the owl's head, a stylized representation of an anticube. This just reinforces the idea that all of this is planned. Despite what was said at the very beginning of the game, none of this is accidental. None of this is a mistake. All of this is you know, like a roller coaster theme park for Gomez. $33 cubes, not bad. But still not 64. We're trying to restart the hexahedron and not really succeeding. GameCube logo. Okay, yeah, I can kind of see it. But yeah, that is the end of the game, really. We made it to the moon. After making it to the moon, we were unable to restart the hexahedron, so we crashed the game. Woke up in our own bed again. And then things get weird. So, enjoy. I'll be back in a bit. Alright, I'm back. So yeah, that was an ending. I remember the very first time, like the first time I saw that, and I got through that, and I felt remarkably unsatisfied. Like, sure, sci-fi trip through, you know, Fez denizen, Fenizen, I don't know, DNA made up of, like, quantum tetramino shapes into Gomez plays the drums, and it's like, alright, sure, that is a thing that you could do. But I came out of that and I was like, alright, this was unsatisfying as an ending, so I absolutely need to get all 64 cubes and, you know, get the real ending. And I'm gonna save you some effort. The real ending, the 64 cube ending is equally unsatisfying. There is some equally weird shit going on. However, the experience of getting the rest of the cubes is a ton of fun. And just like exploring the game in general and seeing all the things in the game, like it's all totally worth it. Ending aside. So, like, the game comes highly recommended. I absolutely would recommend almost everybody play this game. Like, if the platforming doesn't work for you, then that's kind of a stopping point. Like, that can be a deal breaker. But the rest of it is a ton of fun, and there's so much stuff to explore, and the ambiance is so good, and the music is so perfect, so good at setting scenes, like... Continuum, ending music, here you go, right there. Prelude, it's Chopin. I don't think that's Moonlight Sonata. Moonlight Sonata was Beethoven, wasn't it? Yeah, epilepsy could be a deal breaker too, if you're having issues with that one room, because that can be tough to deal with. That can definitely be tough to deal with. So the next step is New Game Plus, which, you know, let's do that. Y'all ready? So, first things first. You'll notice that Fez already has... Or, you'll notice that Gomez already has a Fez. I don't think I can get to the map yet, but as soon as I get to the map, you'll see that I already have a fair amount of it covered. Because it kept my progress, it kept my cubes, it kept everything. But anyway, now is Gomez time. I'm not going to sit here and actually translate the cube, but it's been translated online. So I'm just going to bring all of that up. As we go through this particularly enlightening sequence. Like, I really thought going through this after I learned the language was gonna be, like, you know, a watershed moment, letting me know what was going on, teaching me things that I might not otherwise have learned. Some really, really useful information. Instead, what we get is this. Hi there, how are you? I will be your hexahedron today. So this is just routine procedure, but I do need someone here just in case something goes wrong. If something does go wrong, you're gonna have to clean up the mess. Hey, wait a minute. Can you understand a word I'm saying? And what is wrong with your head? Oh well, you're here now. Might as well do this thing. Prepare to have your mind blown. So basically, you're a failsafe gone horribly wrong. Except that I still believe that all of this is planned. Alright, welcome to the club. Enjoy your free hat. I kinda thought maybe this wouldn't work because of your weird head, but everything looks A-okay from over here. Thanks for the hand. You can go home now. It was very nice to meet you. And this is our reward. Since we already have a Fez, we get a cool new accoutrement. Some pretty sweet glasses. But they also give us the ability to look at things in first-person mode. You can see all kinds of things this way. And then everything blows up again. So really it's still the same. Not much has changed. Uh-oh, things still went wrong. Look at Gomez's face, just staring upwards like... Uh-oh. I love Gomez. He's so precious. Alright. So now we have the power of first-person view, which allows us to do some things that we might not otherwise have been able to do. First off, this gives us the... combined with the previous knowledge that we have, gives us the ability to decode what was in the boiler room. So let's check that out, shall we? Hey, Dot, how you doing? So you can see in here now, with the information that we have on hand, you can see that there are a couple of these post-its that have tetrominos, relevant tetrominos, associated with numbers. For instance, the square is number 4. So if we go through all of these visible things, we can get some information. So we have right trigger as number 2, which is right facing Z. We have left as number 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have right trigger and then left. We have left trigger as 6. Here we have number 1 as up. We have 5 as right. We have, what is that? 1, 2, 4, 7. So 7 is down. And we have 4 is jump. So if we just did all of these shapes in this order, we would have up, right trigger, left, jump, right, left trigger, down. Unfortunately, that's not good enough. And the reason why is we were missing this one, which you can only really see in first person, or I guess if you try hard enough you can kind of make some rotations and get some information out of it that way. But by going into first person you can see that our 8th command should be right trigger. So that instead leaves us with up, right, left, jump, right, rotate left, down, rotate right. As you can see, the conspiracy theory was 100% accurate. This says XYZ for reasons I cannot determine. This is an indication of both the third dimension and over here, the same shape that is on the 4D doors, the shortcut doors. Over here, you have a basically full drawing of one side of the hexahedron, and a lot of notes indicating that they have no idea what to do with this information. And then this says 0, 4, 2, 3, 4 would be 9. 0, 4, 9. And then a dot at the end. You see this in a couple of places. The same pattern. I don't really know what to do with it. I don't know what it means. But you definitely see it in a couple of places. 0, 4, 9. Given that everything else in here aligns with reality in one way or another, and in fact was useful, not one, because there's no hole at the top. It's just a full, it's fully covered in. I mean, yeah, given the way that the other information in here is mostly useful, or at least mostly accurate, this being here definitely says something. Maybe it's useful somewhere else. To this day, I don't know. Also, this shape, this skull over here with the 3 eyes, you find an artifact like this somewhere else later on. So that's also a real thing, despite it not appearing like it should be a real thing. I think it's indicative that the square-headed people had a physical third eye that opened up when they were given the power of the third dimension. That's a theory, though. That's, I don't have a lot of information to back that up. Other than the other third eye thing, that you see a little diagram on the king's face that's a third eye also. So the other power that we've been given with the new game that is hecka cheating, 100% cheating, is the power of flight. So let's go. Where do you want to go? The world is your oyster. It's so messed up. It's so useful, but it bypasses literally everything. So where to now? Ah, yes, one more thing that I wanted to go through. I think just one more thing, and then we'll call it for the day. So there's this room, which you kind of can't really see anything here. Squids have 3 eyes in the crown. The appointed king has crown in third eye. Maybe it's not painted on, but actual. Yeah, pretty much. That's the theory that I've come to. The reason that the skull has 3 eyes is because, you know, people who were in the know, people who were given the power, had a literal third eye. That all of the symbolism kind of led up to that third eye actually opening. So, there's not a whole lot going on in this room. However, there is a diagram on the floor that is literally impossible to see unless you have been given the power of vision. This diagram may, in fact, look familiar. It's because it is. this is a diagram that is supposed to represent part of a ritual. You've already seen these candles in a couple of other places. There were candles around the statue of the owl. So I think this is something that was really important to the kind of 3D religion thing going on with the squareheads. But given that you have this kind of half-burned piece of paper, which, I mean, really that doesn't symbolize good things, like that's not a good omen, that the paper on which is written the important pieces of the ritual, like, that paper has burn marks on it, like, that's a bad sign. But you have some information here. So you know the shape, you know the location that this is supposed to happen. You have part of the ritual, and you have a location. You have a place to stand. So the first step to this is getting in position, which is not the easiest thing to do, because you have to align yourself on both planes. Once you've done that, this is almost right. You need to be a little bit over. This is probably right. So once you've done this, I think that's right, then you can put in the part of the ritual that you have, which in this case, like previous tetrominoes, previous tetromino shape and interaction, is tilted sideways and then put in. So we have up, rotate right, up, jump, down, rotate left, up, down. Up, right, up, jump, down, left, up, down. Up, right, up, jump, down, left, up, down. And behold, what is it? I don't know. I have no idea. Never figured it out. However, through the powers of brute force and literally months of trying combinations, the Fez community online figured out what you're supposed to do here. Which is, first off, position yourself in the other square. Not quite. And then I gotta look up the code because I don't remember it. But I think this is probably close enough to correct. Suddenly the numbers being 049 make sense. Alright, now I gotta look up Fez monolith, because I don't remember what the actual code is. So the actual code, in this case, based on the power of the internet, down, jump, right, right, left, up, up. Up, jump, right, right, left, down, down? What? No, 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 no. Down, jump, right, right, left, up, up. Am I not in the right location? Oh, I'm reading it backwards. Down, down, left, right, right, jump, up. And you get another heart. So, the theory going... Whoa, 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 whoa. The theory going is that the 2001 monolith had dimensions 149 being squares of 1, 2, 3. But Fez reality in a lot of times is flat. So 4, 9, but 0. Yeah, this is definitely the Fez version of the monolith. Makes a lot of sense. I didn't know 149 was a reference. I hadn't, I've never actually watched 2001, which is maybe a mistake on my part, but... So the theory goes that the solution to this second part is based on interpreting the Fez release date as a series of inputs. But nobody knows how you're actually supposed to solve this, because nobody has actually solved it. It was figured out by brute forcing. So there we go. I have 2 of the, I believe, 3 total heart cubes. There is 1 more heart cube, and if I ever stream this again, maybe I'll get to it then. I don't know if I'm ever going to stream this again. I had a lot of fun playing this game, though. I really like playing this game. And I really like talking about this game. So, like, that gave me a good excuse to kind of go through it and play it and just talk about all the stuff that's in it. Because this is so much fun. Like, it's such a good exploration simulator. Like, nothing is handed to you. Dot is there, being Dot and Tutorial Fairy, and there's like 1 or 2 places where, you know, Dot is like, maybe you should do the thing? The obvious thing that anybody who's ever played a video game knows how to do? Which is cool. But then, more often than not, Dot shows up and is like, what the heck is this thing? This is your job. I'm out. And, like, everything is just... There's no real sense of urgency in the game, which is great. You can just kind of explore at your own pace and learn about the area and see the different surroundings. And the music is so good. It's so perfect for this game. It really makes the experience. So anyway, on that note, having talked about